Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dog, cats, and squirrels, or anybody who might want to listen to an old man like me. Hello, world. Hello, money. Hola, dinero. Hola, mundo.
Man, get out of my way. I got a date with that end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Fireworks, please.
Colorado Buffaloes. Buff Nation. Oh, I didn't hear nobody. I said Colorado Buffaloes. Buff Nation. I'm back. Standing on a tall stack. I'm only 5'5", but when I stand on this tall stack of money, man, I'm 6'8" and I'm real tall. What you talking? Colorado Buffaloes. Man, what a great day. Guys, I just want to jump out real quick about my Colorado Buffaloes. You know, we all back, and these guys grinding with the strength and conditioning coach, Coach Swayze, and he's doing a great job. And we're going to get to him in a minute. But, guys, I want to talk about the Preston and Preston law firm. Oh, you know about the law firm? Yeah, man, we got a law firm. Let me tell you about the law firm. Well, we just got a 4-star committed to the Colorado Buffaloes by a young man named Preston Ashley. And we already have Preston Hodge. And then I thought, hey, man, why not get us a law firm? And what you mean, Mr. Costello? Well, let me explain. You know, most of the time when you think about when people dropping the law, it's with a gavel. Well, our law going to be with a hammer. In our secondary, we're going to have both of them guys back there playing. This guy's 4-star is a superstar electric, man. I mean, truly, truly electric. And he coming to the Colorado Buffalo. And not only that, the young man said that he loved him some Coach Prime. Preston Ashley said he loved Coach Prime. He showed a picture where he was on the Duke the Scoop show, guys. Shout out to Duke the Scoop. I'm sorry. Shout out to Duke the Scoop. He was interviewing Preston Ashley, and Preston Ashley was showing when he was a kid, he had Coach Prime jersey on number 21. And he said when Coach Prime was at Florida State, he had 12. He said he was wearing 12. And I'm saying, my goodness, and just think, I'm 70 years old today, guys, and he goes, a young man, probably, 19 years old. Love him some Coach Prime. I experienced Coach Prime, and he got to see all the highlights. You know, I got to see Coach Prime in person. But the results are the same when you get to see what Coach Prime did with his career. It's amazing. And this kid said, I play the same position that Coach Prime played. Why not go play for the best? You know, to learn from the best, to be the best, to go into the pros. And what more and who can develop you better than Coach Prime? What you talking, man? I'm so excited. Man, welcome to Colorado Buffaloes, Preston Ashley. And you're going to have a fun time back there in that secondary with Pete Bayard and all the guys back there in the back, man. McKinney. I mean, it's just going to be fun, guys. It's so much depth back there in that secondary. It's scary. We used to always think about the wide receivers. You know, we had so much depth there, which we got again. But now we can add an additional depth to wide receiver, to the linebacker position, to the defensive line, to the defensive edge. What are you talking? I mean, guys, we got a kicking game. We got our special teams going on. It's going to be a treat to behold. And as you know, as I go into it, you're going to see where I disagree with a lot of these people talking about what we're going to be positioned at, the odds and all this other nonsense. You know, I told you I don't really get into algorithms and stats. You got to play the game, man. You can say anything and you can show up on paper, but you have to play the game. You know that. I mean, if you're a sports fan, you know you got to play the game. You can wolf off at the mouth all the time. Look what a lot of people do. They just be wolfing off at the mouth. But when it's time to play the game and strap that helmet on and put them shoulder pads, it'd be a different story, Colorado Buffaloes. What you talking? But shout out to Preston Ashley. Welcome to Colorado, man. You're going to have a great time here, man. Our fans love anybody come step on Boulder field. Guys, you're going to be considered an icon. Just like on my History Channel, I look at all these icons I go out and find. You guys are going to be an icon for the Colorado Buffaloes, man. We enjoy you. We're glad that you came. And we're looking forward to having a good time this year with you. Really, truly are. So guys, keep that in mind, man. We got the Preston Law Firm, Preston Hodge and Preston Ashley. What you talking? In addition to all the other players we have in the secondary. My goodness, man. You know, DJ McKinney got his spot. Preston Hodge got his spot. They played and balled out last year like it was just unbelievable where they balled out last year, man. Preston Hodge and DJ McKinney, they really showed out last year. You really couldn't really see how good they was last year because Travis Hunter was on one side of that doggone football and all their attention was really on him. But man, let me tell you, DJ McKinney and Preston Hodge, they played some football, guys. All right, but I digress. I want to go on and move on. But yeah, man, again, shout out to Duke the Scoop. He interviewed Preston Ashley. If you guys want to get over there and see that, man, that'd be great, man. He laid it down, man. He said football is his life. And he came over here to play some football, man. He's going to play some too, man, because he's a phenomenal young man and a phenomenal player. God bless you, your man. God bless your family. All right, guys, so I digress. We're going to move on. The Big 12 odds to make or miss the college football playoff. And so you can see this up here on the left. I'm not going to mention none of these teams. I'm so mad. But again, I love it when they do that to us, you know, when they just underestimate what we can do. It don't matter. I like being an underdog. Colorado is $1,600 to make the playoff. So, you know, I'm going to put me a few coins down on that bet right there. That's one of my bets where I put this up. It's one of my bets right here. I know I can beat the Mars right there. All right. But with the grass, you can see the chart, guys. But I'm not going to mention them. Then we're going to put our Colorado way down at the bottom. I don't know what these people be thinking. We got a stick, man. Let me tell you something right quick before I pass on, guys. We have a stick. You know when people say, what's a stick, Mr. Stella? I thought you'd never ask. Man, a stick is when you got an exceptionally good team. That's what a stick is. And no matter where you at, you know you're going to perform well when you play whoever the opponent be in front of you. That's what a stick is. I'm from the South. You know, I'm an old Florida boy. And that's what we used to always call a stick. We said, man, that team got a stick. Well, Colorado Buffaloes got a stick. And they got a surprise for a lot of people. All right, I digress. Colorado Buffalo, you not get excited and I start running off at the mouth. All right, I want to jump over here to, on a side note, man, Cameron Silver Craig. One of the fans' favorite. Shout out to DNVR. He was on DNVR, man. If you guys had missed that show, go over there and see Cameron Silver Craig where he was talking to RK. And you know one thing I love, RK asked him, say, Cameron, what will it take for you to crack that roster with the Jacksonville Jaguars? And he told him straightforward, right in eyeball. He said, man, just be Cam. He just be me. He said, I just was myself, where I went to Jackson State, Colorado, and now to the pros. I just was myself. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Just be yourself. And that's what got you where you at. Continue to be yourself, and you always there. Cool as a cucumber. My man, shout out to you, Cameron Silver Craig. You're going to do great over there in my home state, man. You're going to do great over there. And he said that BJ doing well. That's a great thing. I love hearing that because I know BJ, man, he gonna crack that roster too. I'm just so proud of everybody, man. Just so proud of everybody. But I digress, guys. Let's keep it moving. All right, next up is the final rankings of the Big 12, which was 2024. I agree where Colorado was put at, but I didn't really agree where the others was put at. Like, for instance, they had BYU 11-2 overall. Say that was the best for the final. They was number one in the conference over Iowa State, who was 11-3, and over Arizona State, who was 11-3. Now, I didn't understand that part because I thought Arizona State should have been up there because they made the college football playoff. Okay, BYU beat Colorado in a playoff, but it wasn't a football championship playoff. It was for a bowl, and Arizona State went to a bowl. You know what I mean? And they did pretty doggone good, man. They could have won that game, had chances to win that game, but they lost. How they don't be number one? I beg to differ. I do. I truly beg to differ. I think truly Colorado, Arizona State should have been up there at the front. Then maybe BYU and Iowa State. But I do agree with Colorado being 9-4. Can you imagine that one game made the difference in our whole future last year when we lost to Kansas? Can you remember that? Wow, man. And we know we were supposed to, on paper, go in there and beat Kansas up, but it was opposite. Kansas came and beat us up. Kansas didn't have nothing to lose. Kansas didn't have nothing to lose. Kansas came out there when they were throwing Mike Tyson punches, man. They threw Mike Tyson punches, caught us off guard. And then the very next week, man, we went out there and beat the brakes off Oklahoma State 58-0, boy. I mean, Colorado, Mecca, we just missed out on the Big 12 championship. All right, so I beg to differ. We already know about that, and I digress. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is Jordan Seaton, guys. Man, Jordan is a whole new season and a whole new Jordan. And he with Coach Swayze. These two combined. You know, it's like a hamburger sandwich. You know, hamburger ain't no good if you don't have all the condiments with it, man. You know, with that hamburger, you got to have your lettuce, you got to have your tomatoes, you got to have cheese, mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup. You got to have your condiments, baby, when you got that burger. Well, that's what Coach Swayze and Jordan Seaton like when they come together. And look at Jordan Seaton. He was already a monster when he came here as a freshman last year. Now look at him as a sophomore. I'm astounded. Guys, if you haven't seen Jordan Seaton, you better look at him, man. The training is phenomenal. The strength and conditioning is phenomenal. Guys, you look at Jordan Seaton. He's a monster. And he's going to be our leader, guys. He's going to be our leader. That left tackle spot is solid. Everything across the board is solid. All right? Well, shout out to you, Jordan Seaton. Man, well, I love where you're grinding, my man. Love the way you're grinding. All right, we're going to keep it going, guys. You know what time it is. Did you know? You know what time. Did you know? Tidbit information. Tidbit information. Did you know? All right, guys. We talking about my main man, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter just signed a $46 million contract, man. Rookie contract for 4 years, man. And I think that came out to about maybe $11.4 million, something in that neighborhood. $11.4 million a year for a rookie, man. 19, 20 years old? What you talking? 21, 22 years old? Shout out to you, sure. Congratulations. You earned it. You deserve it. And I'm just so proud for you and your family, man. God bless you, Travis, and God bless your family. God, you deserve it. And you clowning. Oh, and I forgot Cameron Silver Craig also said that Travis being Travis in practice, because they asked what Travis doing over there. He said Travis being Travis, making outstanding plays as usual. I know that's right. But shout out to Travis Hunter. You can see up here, man. $46 million contract, man. And a $30 million bonus that's signed and guaranteed, baby, that young man gonna have in his pocket. What you talking? Ain't got a lot of other incentives to come with it. What you talking? Shout out to you, Travis Hunter. I'm jacked out of my mind from front to back. Since I'm in my rocking chair, I can't turn around. What you talking? But shout out, Travis Hunter. Shout out to you, my man. And you guys going to have a great season over there, Jacksonville Jaguars. You got some good players and some good plug-ins, too. B.J. Green will crack the roster, and I'm pretty sure Cameron Silver Craig will crack the roster, too, man. With the talent and the gifts that they have, they should. They really should. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Guys, you got any comments, man, reach down below, man. Let me know what you think. I truly believe that Colorado going to be better than what people think, as usual. You know, we done lost Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. They probably think we done fell again all the way to the bottom of the cesspool. They got us screwed around. You know, that's not true. Not with all that talent we got over there at the Colorado Buffaloes. Too much talent. Anyway, I say this here, guys, before I go. To the world, you might be one person, but to that one person, you just might be the world. And people don't care how much you know until first they know how much you care. And I won't see each and every one of you at the top. I'm going to see each and one of us over the top, because we all deserve to be at the top. That's where all the success always be, right at the top. Until next time, Colorado Buffaloes, Buff Nation. Until next time.